Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to the Shago Guys. We short a guy. We didn't kill him, I promise, and COVID did not get him. This is gonna be me and Mr. Rated R Superstar today, so we're gonna talk good shit and hang out and do our thing tonight. Hey Jenny, how you doing? What's going on with you? Welcome to the chat room. Welcome to the Shago Guys. You know, it's been a minute. Today, just kind of play it kind of fast and loose. You know, what else is new, right? You know,
Facts.
Not like we got a, strict format we got to stick to. We ain't got no sponsors.
They suck. Pussies.
So, hell, we can't even get Rated R sponsors.
Man.
But that's what's up, but it's how it goes. It's all to the good. We're going to let some people jump in here in the chat room because it's no fun unless there's other people to interact with. But in the meantime, man, what's going on with you?
So
bro?
you're saying there ain't no fun if the homies can't have none?
No,
Is that what you just said?
It isn't any fun.
You nasty bastard.
I'm not talking about a trainer.
I know, I'm fucking with you, but I had to take it there. I wouldn't
That's
be
kinda
me
gross,
if
actually.
I wouldn't be me if I didn't go there. But not much, man. How's everything? How's the world? How's life?
But before we go any further, I'd like to say all those people out there, women, I'm saying, who actually got a train ran on them, my heart goes out to you. Whether you've shaken that past and you've moved forward and you've started a life with a man who loves you, and you know what I'm saying, you got a couple of kids who look like every other dude you ever fucked with, you know what I'm saying, all that shit. I'm sorry.
That goes perfectly into today's topic, where you can't call yourself a king or queen if. That's a perfect segue, but I'm not gonna segue there yet because I want to go into my usual rants. But that's a perfect segue. If you've been, I don't know, trained up or double stuffed on whatever the case may be, I don't think you should call yourself a queen. That title should be reserved for somebody who wasn't,
Well, I think that in order to be a queen, you can't
from
have
both
been,
ends.
like, I don't know. I don't think you could be like the party favor. You know what I'm saying?
A human pincushion, a pinata.
Well, I'm not gonna make up a whole bunch of euphemisms for it. I'm just gonna say, like, in order to be a queen, you have to have a certain level of class that goes along with it, or
Decorum.
yeah, you just have to. It's a lot easier said than done. You have to carry yourself a certain way.
Absolutely.
In order to even qualify to get, even all the people, all the women who carry themselves a certain way, like high class women, and in my recent business transition, I'm meeting a lot of high class women, a lot, like all the time. I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like real go-getters, And they're not all going to make it to queen status. They might be queens in their own mind and queens in their own homes, that's awesome too. That's cool. But is to make it to, that's like the highest position you can ever reach as a woman, as a queen. I mean, not everybody's going to be able to do that. So, keeping that in mind, I don't think we should. I guess with the whole people referring to each other as queens, it's more or less just kind of like something you tell somebody else that, try to make them feel better about themselves or whatever. Kind of like the same thing with everybody calling themselves kings,
Yeah.
What are you the king of?
Yeah. Our boss. That title, I'm a boss.
What are you the boss of?
I'm a boss. Of what?
You work at Burger King.
You're not the
you know what I'm saying? It's like, what are you the king of?
I think some of these titles are being thrown around a little fast and loose. They're getting really liberal with some of these titles, and I'm like, it doesn't really fit. Some of this shit, it's just you're trying to use positive reinforcement on some things that don't fit. He's not a king. You just a nigga that sit on the couch, play PlayStation, and eat the kids' cereal. That doesn't make you a king.
It does not.
You just a nigga that live here, and as the kids say, in my mama house. That don't make you a king.
Yeah, if you live at your mama house, you definitely can't wear that title.
Just another mouth to feed.
You can't wear that title. Sorry.
So I'm making this fair today. We want this to be fair and balanced. I'm not attacking women.
We're gonna try.
I'm going after everybody.
We're gonna at least try.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my best. But I wanted to show this video, and if you could, oh, you already got it queued up. Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, not yet.
They can't see it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna talk while you do that. You let me know when you're ready.
All right.
We got a video today for my current event, because we always do current events for everybody. Anybody who's new out there, we do current events just to bring people up to speed on what's going on in the world, what's happening, what may be occurring in the world. This is something that caught me completely off guard, and this is the living definition of a woman who is not a queen. She did not fit.
Clearly, he
the
ain't a
stereotype.
king either.
And clearly, he's not a king because this brother's been assassinated. What's happened in this video is that there's been a car accident. This woman was.
Oh, is that what we're calling it?
Yeah, I'm gonna call it that.
We're gonna call it that. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that.
All right, then.
The woman was obviously upset. It was a domestic violence situation. The woman hit the man with a car.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So I saw this video. Somebody sent it. No, actually, our street action reporter, Pistol Pooh, sent it to me, and I was like, this fits perfectly. This is perfect for this topic of you're not allowed to call yourself a king or queen if you're running over your ex with a car because they broke up with you or whatever the case may be, probably shouldn't call yourself a queen.
Probably not.
And then after you run over him with the car, you crash into another car and you hit him with the bumper that's falling off, you definitely shouldn't call yourself a queen. But that's just me. That's my personal opinion. So let me know when you're ready, rock and roll.
I'm ready.
Okay. You guys enjoy the video. We're going to let you take a look at this and tell me what you think. The brother's laying on the ground. He's already been hit. The young lady in the pink shirt off to the passenger side of the car, pink shirt, black pants. She was the driver, and she is talking cash shit to this man. Talk about, I gave you all these years, stepping over him. Can they not see this shit?
No, I guess they couldn't.
Oh.
It's fine. I'm not an expert at this shit. So.
No, you're doing fine, man. You're doing
I'm gonna
fine.
start it over just in case they couldn't see it.
Okay. We're starting over. All right.
Clearly, you can see that man's brains all over.
Yeah, the
floor.
man's bleeding, protruding. Blood is protruding from the head and mouth of this man. He's laying on the ground. The young lady in the pink shirt, like I said, was the driver, or perpetrator, however you want to call it. At one point in time, she actually spits on this man and says, I gave you all these years.
Shit is crazy.
Okay.
Oh, now she's picking up the bumper of the car and
You
just-
just hear that he's already
just
dead.
slams it on them WWF style. Like, boom.
He's dead.
And somebody out there had the good fortune to just pull the bumper off the man. But what the
Well, how come nobody's giving this man some type of first
CPR?
aid or something? Like, I guess, I mean, it's a great giveaway that he's, losing right now. I don't know where that blood is coming from, but at least let's ascertain whether or
a lot
not
of
he's
blood.
really dead yet.
It's a lot of
It's
blood.
kind of sad.
The point is that she thought it was okay to hit this man with a car. I'll be honest with you, I'm not going out there to give aid because I don't know if this bitch gonna hit me with that car. She could back up.
Well, there's somebody in the driver's seat now, so I think
She
it's
could
pretty
jump
safe.
back in and
Who
run
is
me
it?
over.
I mean, I'm sure you would see her slow ass get it back in the car. By that point, you can move out of the way.
But you make a legitimate point. Why is nobody trying to help the brother?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Well, it's very
The
simple.
lady with the pink shirt, she just ran over
People
him.
don't
Like
care
she
about
killed
men. You
him.
can probably stop this.
He's bleeding.
All right. Nobody cares about men. Men don't matter. Now, if that had been a woman, they would have tackled him to the ground. But people don't care about men. So it's very simple. Unfortunately, what you just saw is
really super sad.
super sad.
That's bad.
Goddamn shame, actually, is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably shouldn't call yourself a queen if you running people over with cars because they broke up with you. That's just my
We don't know
opinion.
why she ran him over. It's a mystery. But
It's a mystery.
I'm not risking my freedom for anybody, especially not for somebody who, if if that's the case of, you know, he broke up with you or whatever the reason is, it's not a good reason to, I don't know, hit him with your car. Just saying.
Here's the kicker, man.
More to life than just one person. I mean, there's literally billions of people in the world, literally billions, and
There's plenty
just
of fish
move
in the
on.
sea. Is what
Yeah,
you-
so all I'm saying is don't destroy your whole life over one person for what? I mean, we've all been in those situations where we thought about it, like I'm about to risk it all to show this person that I'm about that action for what?
Facts.
What's the reason here? What's the reasoning here? Think about your future, as the Joker would say.
But and like I said, the only thing that really caught me off guard was the video was she had no fear of going to jail. She hit this man. She did not try to drive off. She didn't try to get out the car and run. She didn't do anything. She stood there and talked cash shit and hit him with pieces of the car and spit on him and cursed him out. And it looked like he's already dead. Now, I got a report that he did live.
You did?
He's in critical condition.
So, which brings me back around to how come nobody's administering any type of first aid?
That's a great question.
Everybody just watching and recording.
They're watching
shit.
this man leak.
Y'all recording a snuff film right now. Or almost a snuff film since he lived, I guess. I don't know, man.
Yeah, attempted snuff
This
film.
world is crazy, man. The only thing you can really do is what's right for you and try to stay positive, man, which is
Blow
a
it all
lot
up.
easier said than done because I find myself constantly having my thoughts pulled into the realm of negativity, and I have to stay vigilant and pulling myself away from that negativity.
Right.
And this is just another example of, oh God, I've been sucked into the negative sphere, and you gotta say, no, I'm not gonna stay here. So, God, this life is these people are sad.
Right.
I'm glad I'm not them.
Facts. Big facts. Next, Meg Thee Stallion. We discussed last week's show how she got shot in the foot by her boyfriend, Tory Lanez.
Yeah. Any more news on why that happened?
No.
Other than what she do? She tried to fight him.
She tried to fight him. Meg Thee Stallion, like we said last week's show, she's a 6 foot woman. She's about 6 feet, just under. Tory Lanez is like 5'3", 5'4", somewhere in there.
Could be.
It was a total mismatch. He's 130 pounds. She's 200. It was a complete mismatch, but she tried to fight him. Anyway, she's recovering. Everything is fine. And she actually has been on the come up since that.
You seen that video she did with
Cardi B?
yeah.
No.
I watched it on mute the other day.
On mute, I'm sure it's probably good.
Oh yeah, on mute it's amazing.
It's fantastic.
Oh yeah.
But
I'm trying to figure out did Cardi B go and get bigger boobs?
shit, when you talk, I'm gonna look it up.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
know
I don't know
either.
if she did or she didn't. I just
don't
know
know
she was
either.
looking rather voluptuous in that video.
Let me take a look, man.
Maybe she went and got him. Maybe that's what she already had, and they was just doing something different with it in that video. I don't know. I don't follow her that much, so it's hard for me to tell. I mean, the truth of it is I don't follow most of today's modern rappers because, well, for one, it's really not my generation of rap, and two, I don't speak the done language.
Right. What's his name? Oh, WAP. Yeah, that's the name of this goofball shit. Anyway,
What does that even mean?
I have no idea. I'm sure somebody knows.
I was listening to these two like
somebody
millennial,
younger than me.
like thug rappers last night speak, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't understand a word that they were saying. It all sounded like gibberish, and I'm sure it meant something to them.
You show me your
I'm sure
age.
like our slang to our parents probably sounded like complete gibberish.
Facts.
But yeah, I've reached that age where I'm like yelling at children to get off my lawn, and I'm not sorry about that at all.
Anyway, so yes, and since the shooting, she's actually they released a song with her and Cardi B, and she's become a spokesperson for Revlon makeup.
That's good for her because
Yeah,
she's thick as all.
Yeah, she's thick as mud. I'm like
She's thick.
thick as fuck. But
Like a loop dancer.
so was this whole thing? Is she taking advantage of this and playing the victim?
Like day old oatmeal.
Even though she was the aggressor in her shooting incident.
I don't know. We don't know. We weren't there. We don't know what happened.
We don't know.
Maybe she's overly aggressive. Maybe Tory Lanez is a hoe. Who knows what happened in that exchange?
Maybe
but
she
ended
said
up shot.
Maybe
so it
she
had to
said
been
I'm
something.
6'1", 200 pounds, or 6 foot, 200
We're
pounds.
making her taller than what she really is. I don't think she's 6 foot.
Nah, they said she's like 5'11", and 6, or somewhere between 5'10" and 6 feet. They don't have an exact height because her hair is always changing. But she's somewhere between 5'10" and 6 foot and 200 pounds, and that dude is 5'3", 130 pounds. Either way you slice it, it was never a fair fight. He had to bring an equalizer, i.e. a gun. And getting shot in the foot, I think that's fair.
You don't think that even him being a guy and her being taller than him, that he can't be physically stronger than her?
7 inches and 70 pounds.
You can still work out.
7 inches.
Pretty sure she's not doing strength training like that.
Okay, I'm 6'1", so somebody who's 6'8".
Yeah, but
and
it's different
and
when
300
it's a 6'8"
pounds.
man, though. That's different.
I would.
Not to say that she couldn't physically take him. I'm asking questions. I don't know.
If there was a woman who was, I'm 6'1", 230 pounds. Okay. If there was a woman who was 6'8", 300, I might shoot that bitch. I might shoot that bitch.
And I mean,
I might put a bullet in her foot
for having to pull heat.
And
I don't think that would be my first recourse. You know what I'm saying? Unless she was like grounding, like if she was grounding, pounding you or something. Like if I walked up and I just saw your girl just like in the full mount position, just giving you, just throwing hammers, just you know what I'm saying, talking about 12 to 6 elbows and shit like that.
If she's
you know
doing hammer
working
strikes,
you, then I'd have to consider it. Or
right.
maybe like a stick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like a broomstick.
Okay, same situation. He's
now,
literally
if I hit her
7
with
inches.
a broomstick and them shits break, and then she gives that turnaround look like, oh, you want to hit motherfuckers
with garbage cans.
Then I'm gonna
Facts.
shoot that bitch.
Exactly. So it's the same scenario. He's 7 inches shorter and 70 pounds smaller.
Just telling you what I would do.
Like I said, if I see a chick that's 7 inches taller than me and 70 pounds heavier, I'm gonna stretch.
I mean, you're gonna consider it. I'm not saying he was wrong. I'm just saying I don't know. Like,
Right.
I'm just introducing different scenarios in which I feel like, okay, we've done all we can. Now we gotta shoot this bitch.
I gotta
and
shoot
at least
her.
he shot her in the foot.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's
So
not-
now she can't.
it doesn't even constitute attempted murder when you shoot below the waistline.
Yeah, it's like he wasn't trying to kill her. He was just trying to let her know, hey,
Back
I'm
the
a
fuck up
man.
off me.
I'm a man and I got pride, and I'm not finna get my ass whooped in front of all these people.
Right.
So I'm gonna shoot your big ass. But hey, that's what happens when you date little motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Is summer is. We didn't have much of a summer, but
Right.
it's starting to go. Summer is about to enter into fall, and it's about time
Man.
for a big guy season.
This nigga.
Giggity.
Giggity. I
So,
can't with you. I just can't.
About coming up on that time of year where you're gonna need someone to cuddle. and Megan, while you letting your foot heal, you know,
Right.
that's what's up.
You said you gonna rub her bullet hole?
Nah,
Not gonna rub the
she
bullet
can
hole?
afford somebody to rub her bullet hole for her. I'm just there for emotional support.
Ah, okay.
Besides, I don't really think somebody like Megan Thee Stallion is really like my style anyway.
Cause she ratchet?
I don't know if she's ratchet or not. It just doesn't. I don't. You could sometimes you can just tell like two personalities aren't gonna match up.
Okay.
Like I'm that guy who, like, she probably try, and then when she got uppercutted, then the relationship's over because I had to uppercut you because you tried me.
Mm-hmm.
Like some people you don't ever have to worry about. Like they're never going to physically assault you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She's gonna. She seems like the type that would try. That's how she got shot. You know what I'm saying? She seems like the type of motherfucker that's gonna try somebody. Like I don't need that kind of relationship. I need you to understand I am a man, and as long as I don't physically assault you,
Right.
no matter how mad you get, you should not physically assault me.
Facts.
I don't care how mad I get. I'm not gonna physically. I'll just walk into another room. I'll leave. You know, if I'm at your place, I'll just leave. You know.
I'm not that guy. I'll kick you down a flight of steps.
Okay, that's your life.
Yeah, I'll tase you. I'm not the dude, but we're not going into that.
Anyway,
going into today's topic, unless you got anything else for a current event,
not really.
I'm gonna keep this short and light because I just got a few things I want to get
so
off.
much COVID shit I can talk about.
Nah, fuck. Yeah,
It's more depressing.
yeah, a little bit.
I refuse to depress myself. So I've been keeping my news watching like very limited.
Man. So today's topic was born out of, like I said, I got a number of videos sent to me all in the same day. From the bridesmaid and bride having a twerk contest during the reception. Did I send you that video by any chance?
No, I didn't.
Fuck.
I didn't.
That is a classic one.
Oops.
To the young lady running over the young man with the car. It's just, I look at all this and I'm like, this shit's getting out of hand. And then I saw a video, well, not a video, but a number of news clips where I'm like, a bunch of people got shot and killed, and I'm like, Now I saw a young lady who said she's a hoe and a stripper, but she's still a queen. And I was like, that's it. That tears it. Bitch, you're not a queen. And you cocksuckers committing these murders and atrocities, you're not kings. So that whole thing, out of that was born the topic of, you're not allowed to call yourself a king or a queen if. Kind of like a play on the old Jeff Foxworthy where he's like, you might be a redneck if.
Yeah.
There you go. This is the same thing. You're not allowed to call yourself a king or a queen if the following.
All right.
So, we'll go into today's topic, and because I'm a gentleman, ladies first. Ladies.
Right.
If you have multiple kids by multiple men and you cannot identify the father of one or more of those kids, you're unclear about who exactly is the father, you're not allowed to call yourself a queen.
Okay. I'm not going to argue that.
Thank you. Guys.
Pretty sure to call yourself a queen and to have offspring, you need a king, right? Because that's how it works.
Yeah.
Because even if someone is a queen, if someone married the Queen of England, that wouldn't automatically make them a king. But if someone was the King of England and married him, that would make them a queen, right?
True.
So it doesn't really translate. So you have to have a king in order to be a queen.
True.
All right, cool. Let's
Absolutely
move
true.
forward.
Moving forward.
I guess in that dynamic.
Guys, if you have multiple kids, but you only claim the ones that live in the home with you, you're not allowed to call yourself a king.
Yeah.
Let me give a caveat to that, a little bit of explanation. If you only take care of the ones that live in this house under this roof with you, you ain't shit. Everywhere you dumped your seed is where you need to be spending time, energy, and money to take care of those kids. So you're not allowed to say, I'm a king, I'm a boss, I'm that dude, anything like that, if you are not putting your resources everywhere that you dropped your seed.
Fair enough.
All right. Back to the women. Ladies, you're not allowed to call yourself a queen if you sell your body for money.
Yeah, queen would never do that.
Yeah, queen don't usually.
I don't think anybody's gonna argue that one.
Queens.
Well, except for people who sell their bodies and whatever.
Queens do not prostitute. It's very simple.
Yeah.
Queens ain't on their knees in alleyways.
Pretty Woman was just a movie.
It was just a fucking movie. Nobody wipes up the prostitute. It doesn't happen.
I mean, I'm sure somebody does, but they ain't bragging on it. That's for sure. That is for sure.
Facts. Big facts. Dudes, you're not allowed to call yourself a king if you're fucking for a place to stay.
Yeah, unless your name is on the deed. Or, I mean, even if you're paying rent, your name is on the lease. You know, but
If you are dropping log off in this bitch, so that
also, I guess that falls under prostitute. No, right? I mean, kinda. If you're fucking for a place to stay.
no, because prostitute has an implied. Or prostitute
it's
has
about as close as a
hold
man
on,
can come to a
wait.
prostitute.
Prostitute has very defined guidelines. You give me money. You give her money. She gives you head or vagina.
Okay.
Homosexuals fucking for a place to stay. It's an implied relationship, yet it's kind of just smoke. Jennifer Tops in the chat room said yes. It's not implied, or it's not direct or indicative. It's implied that you're in a relationship, yet you're not really. You're kind of just you're fucking around, but in the back of your mind, you think, but you don't really know. You're giving this person a false sense of security. If that makes sense.
I mean, I get it.
I don't think it falls under
what
prostitution, man.
I think you could. I think you can make an argument for it.
Explain.
Well, listen, you're fucking for a place to stay. So generally, you're probably dealing. I'm talking about for a guy. So you're probably dealing with a girl who actually feels like she can't do better than this.
Okay.
So basically, you're having sex with her under false pretenses, kind of like a prostitute. Like you pay a prostitute to almost play the role of a girlfriend, just fulfill your sexual needs, and then she leaves.
Okay.
Where in this case is you're fulfilling a role, but I don't think that particular female wants you to leave. So now you're staying because that's your job, to make her feel better. Kind of like a prostitute makes you feel better sexually. It's just the dynamic of being a man or a woman, where a man probably just wants to have sex and for her to leave, and that works. That's why the monetary transaction. There is no actual money in hand transaction for a homosexual. He just gets a place to stay because he's filling a role, kind of like a prostitute. That's what I'm saying. You can make an argument. It's not exactly the same,
No.
but they're equally detestable. Is what I'm saying.
I get where you're going with that, but here's the only reason I say
the same.
it doesn't really fly in my definition, simply because to me, I'm like, I always thought of like a prostitute, like, okay, you're walking down an alley, or not an alley, you're walking down the street, there's a chick leaning up against a building, and she's like, hey, daddy, looking for a good time. There's no implied, like, oh, you love me? There's none of that. There's no emotions, no affection. It's just, oh, you want your wanker sucked? Okay, come into this alley and give her $75 or $50 or whatever. And then she blows you on the side of a building and you go on your way.
Okay.
To me, I'm like, a homosexual, a guy who's sleeping with a chick for a place to stay, that implies like you're giving this woman the false impression that you have feelings for this woman.
Mm-hmm.
You're relaying something that's not genuine. And as soon as you get on your feet, you know you gone. I'm gonna go get me a cold hoe. As soon as I get on my feet.
I'm sure with a prostitute, as soon as she gets enough Johns under her belt, she's gonna leave the life. If that ever happens, if she's not addicted to like drugs or anything. Either way, we're spending way too much time on prostitution. Let's move forward.
You're absolutely right. Let's move forward. Ladies, back to you now, because we ended on the guys. Ladies, you're not allowed to call yourself a queen if I had it and I just lost my train of thought. I completely lost my train of thought. Jesus Christ. I just looked at it. I'm pulling this one out of my ass because I don't remember anymore, and I can't remember what page I was on. Anyway, back to the wedding one. If you are twerking at your wedding with your bridesmaids, you probably shouldn't call yourself a queen.
You probably shouldn't be getting married. But, twerking is so mainstream now, I can't even say that anymore.
Okay. I'll do you one better then.
20 years ago, if you was twerking at your wedding, I'd say you probably shouldn't be married.
I'll do you one better then.
Just saying.
The woman In another video, the woman pushes her husband to the ground, gets on top of him, and starts giving him a lap dance in the middle of her wedding reception.
That's her idea of fun. That's
Would you
her
call
idea of
that
fun.
queenly behavior?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. But but I wouldn't say just because she did that. It's probably a lot of other things going on in that person's mind that that's why they thought that was okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, last thing I want to see is my woman twerking on me and my mother is like 10 feet away, watching us. You know what I'm saying? Like, my woman is twerking on me and my mom is watching. Like, married or not, that's not something that I want happening to me. You know what I'm saying? Or my dad is right there, dad over there drinking a beer, like, you know what I'm saying? What have you got yourself into, son? You know what I mean? Like, this is your life now, right? You know what I'm saying? And her hoe ass friends.
And her hoe ass friends.
That's what you really got to worry about now, is her hoe ass friends.
So, let me offer a little bit of disclaimer. I agree with that wholeheartedly. That was actually perfect. I don't like the fact that every woman in America today of color says I'm a queen or can say I'm a queen, because I believe you devalue that word when you say that. I don't like that every man who is of color or says I'm black or whatever can say I'm a king, because I feel like you devalue that word. Here's what I mean by that.
Yeah, I think I get you.
Okay, the chick who's in the alley sucking dick should not be allowed to say she's a queen, just like the chick over here who's started a nonprofit for drug addicted moms. I would say that woman who started that nonprofit, she's a queen because the way she holds herself, the way she conducts herself in public. Yeah, absolutely a queen. But the chick walking down Main Street talking about anybody want to date, no, you don't. You're not a queen. Just because you're black or colored doesn't make you a queen. That's where this topic was born out of. I saw a chick who said it came from a video. This chick was a stripper and she was blowing some guy in the back room because he tipped her $80.
That's an
And she
expensive
goes,
blowjob.
no matter what I do, I'm still a queen. And that set something off inside of me. I was like, the fuck you are? You are not.
I still have the absolute respect for myself. All right, cash up front.
Yeah, fucking.
Like, wow, okay.
No, so you're not allowed to do that. So that's what, you're allowed to do anything you fucking want.
Right, do what you
But
want.
in my opinion, that doesn't constitute queenly behavior.
You know what? We should, people are going to call themselves, like you said, they're going to do what they want. They're going to call themselves what they want. We should change this to, we're not going to call you a queen. You will never be referred to as a queen. Ever. Unless you're a drag queen, in which case, I mean, hey, that's, again, your decision. You know what I'm saying? Go do you, but
Do you?
I'm not going to be like, hey, queen. No, that's never going to happen.
Right.
Never going to happen. So y'all do what y'all want out there in them streets. But you're never going to get that title from me. I don't care how many dragons you slay.
Same thing, and I'll make it fair. I'm equal opportunity these days. You're not allowed to call yourself a boss. Talk to the men out there. I'm a boss, nigga. You don't own shit, and you don't have employees, i.e., it doesn't constitute boss-like behavior.
Yeah, this is true.
You the neighborhood dope man. That's not boss-like behavior. That's just you hustle a little bit here and there. You may have a couple workers. That's not. Show me tax returns, bitch. Then we can talk about boss-like behavior. Jeff Bezos, sure, I'll tip my hat to you.
Show
That's
me your
boss.
EIN number, motherfucker.
Motherfucker, yeah. That's
Actually, you're not
boss-like
supposed to show
behavior.
that to anybody, but anyway. That's how you know you're a boss, because you actually have like a tax ID code.
A tax ID number.
That's not just your social security number.
Okay.
There's people who see this and like, what the fuck is he talking about? That's how you know. You're
Yeah,
not a
if you don't
boss.
understand what he's saying, you're not really
That's
a boss.
how you know you're not a boss.
Right.
That right there. Anywho.
Oh man. Anyway,
Not even the boss of yourself. Oh man. These
anyway,
people.
moving right on.
I love everybody, but damn, sometimes y'all get on my nerves with this shit.
A little bit.
I'm just being honest.
We touched on last week. I think we touched on a young lady. Actually, I don't know if I brought this up or not. I probably didn't. As my mind goes a million different ways. There was a young lady who was her name actually was Queen something. I'm not gonna put it out there because I don't want to give her any publicity. But her name was Queen something. I'm doing my air quotes, and she was one of the women during the Black Lives Matter protest in either DC, Atlanta. I can't remember where. It might have been wherever the fuck. It was one of the protests. She actually decided to take off her pants and twerk in front. They had a police barricade. So she decided to shake her ass in front of the cops and do a twerk thing for everybody out there. And then while she's bent over, she tells the cop and flicks him off and tells him, "Kiss my black ass. Black Lives Matter." And during that, not people,
Completely destroyed
hold
your
on, not
whole
people,
argument.
men were screaming, "Yeah, Queen, go ahead, Queen." I was just like,
Yeah, but you have to take into consideration
fuck?
that whoever was doing that, who was screaming, "Yeah, go Queen," is probably not that intelligent anyway. We have to be honest about these kinds of things. All right? We have to be honest about that sort of stuff. They're not that intelligent, and neither is she. A lot of people have just gotten off the slow bus.
right.
Like, what possessed you? Other than just getting basic attention from everybody who was out there, what was the point of that? What do you feel you accomplished by pulling down your pants and twerking? I mean, even if you kept your pants up and you went over there and twerked.
No. She took them off.
No, I'm
Off
just saying,
completely off.
even if she didn't take her pants off,
Okay.
that was just about attention.
Right.
I want everybody to look at me. Everybody look at me. And then you got a couple of morons standing by the wayside talking about, "Yeah, you go, Queen." First off, not a queen. Second of all, if she was a queen, that means she had a king. How do you think her king would feel about her twerking her ass in front of the police?
Punch in the throat.
In front of everybody, for that matter.
Facts.
Like, what is that? What does that say? That just says that you're not very intelligent. Just saying.
Absolutely.
Now, somebody might hear me say that and be like, "Well, you're not trying to be part. At least she's trying to be part of the solution." She's not really part of any solution.
No.
Then now you're just being annoying, which
Basically.
doesn't help anybody. Doesn't help your cause. Doesn't help Black Lives Matter, and it sure as shit doesn't repair the obvious rift between police and community. The obvious rift, which I mean, I'm not altogether sure that we can ever repair that relationship. Look what's going on in Louisville. There's a goddamn conspiracy going on down there. It's fucking crazy. If you look into this Breonna Taylor thing,
Yeah.
this shit is messed up,
It's
man.
bad, man.
This shit is real messed up, and the shit goes all the way to the fucking mayor. They arrested people for doing protest in front of the attorney general. What was it? The
Attorney General?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they arrested those people and took them to jail. For what? I don't know. They didn't really do anything. They were just protesting. You know what I'm saying? And, it's a whole gentrification thing going on there. There's a lot of fucking bullshit to that.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to affect change. Taking your pants off and shaking your ass in front of the cops ain't the way to do it, but whatever. I'll just sound like a hater. At least that's what the stupid people will say. I'm being honest. The dumb motherfuckers of the world will hear me say that and be like, "Oh, he's just being a hater." No, I'm not being a hater.
No.
You're really not accomplishing anything. Pretty sure Coretta Scott King was not going to be on the front page of the newspaper in Selma, Alabama, twerking.
Right. Right. No, I agree wholeheartedly.
Just saying. What else is on?
They
I'm
had
sorry.
you're right.
off
You're right.
track. What
They
else
had
is on the
they had
list?
100 marches. I never saw Coretta Scott
You know
King
what I'm
twerk.
saying? I'm just, what are you doing, man?
I never even saw her do the mashed potato.
Like, that tells me you
motherfucker.
don't even have any. You don't have one intelligent friend in your group, which means your team ain't going no fucking where. You ain't got one charismatic, intelligent, smart motherfucker on your team. Not one. Because somebody in that team should have been like, "Hey, I don't think that's a good idea." Now, here's what would have maybe helped. Let's say you take those twerking skills to OnlyFans and you did a fundraiser where you go twerk for blah 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 cause, and we trying to raise $10,000, and I'm gonna shake my ass on stream until we hit that number. Then I'd be like, bravo, because at least it's for a good cause.
You accomplished something.
You accomplished something.
Okay.
But this shit that people are doing, like showing up at restaurants and shit with megaphones, if I'm sitting here with my lady and you show, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I'm not listening to you. In fact, please go away. I don't care what you're talking about. While I'm sitting there at a restaurant with my lady outside, enjoying the day, enjoying the fruits of my labor with my girl, and you show up with a megaphone and start yelling at us about whatever. You even talk about child trafficking. I'm not listening to you.
Yeah.
And I'm very much against this whole, like, I'd love to bring a lot more attention to this child trafficking shit, because this shit's out of control. Of course. But yeah, you're gonna catch more flies with honey. That's it. That's what I should have just said and left it.
As opposed to being an antagonist?
Yeah, in terms of just being irritating as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You're just irritating now. Like, what are you doing? Jesus.
We're gonna keep this short, honestly, because I wanna end it on this. There's a very popular Instagram model called Ann Moore, and you can find her on Instagram. I'll give her clout. This woman put a.
Why are you talking?
Go ahead. You want to bring this up?
No, go for it. I mean, I don't know who you're talking about, so when people say names, my brain always switches to, I wonder what this person looks like.
Okay. She's the woman, you can't miss her. She's a woman known for getting lotion sprayed on her face in the Walmart. She's known for putting a condom on a gas pump at a gas station and sucking it like it was a dick. Well, she recently put up a post that caught a lot of flack because she's like, I just bought a Mercedes G-Wagon cash. This is what getting gas pumps get you. What sucking gas pumps get you. And I'm just like,
oops, I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're okay. Looks like that.
Is that the right person?
Yeah, she got the blue check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wondering.
Yeah, that's her. That was a horrible video, by the way, but
I didn't mean to hold it up to the camera.
You're fine. If you could bring up the one of her sucking the gas pump, that would really illustrate my point.
That's on Instagram?
Yeah, it's on IG.
Really?
Yeah, it's on there. Just keep scrolling. You can't miss it. She's sucking a gas pump. But
I'm not really looking for that video. I just wanted to know who you were talking about.
Okay, yeah, that's her.
So I could put it.
But her name is at It's and More. But she's sucking the gas pump, and she puts a condom on a gas pump and sucks it like it's a dick. And that's the one that went viral. That's what she's famous for. And I'm just trying to figure out, I'm like, seriously, is this the message we're sending out these days? Because following that, probably about 10 posts later, she's like, oh, I just bought a Mercedes G-Wagon cash. It was a nice G-Wagon. Keep in mind, people who don't know, these Mercedes G-Wagon, because it's on my vision board, I'm getting one someday. Those things go for all the way up to about $130,000. Mm-hmm. Okay. Is this a message we're sending to people these days? Is this the message we want to send to young girls these days?
It's always been the message they
Fuck
send to
school.
young girls.
Fucking education.
That's what's sad about it. That's why there's so many of them out here bad now.
Hold on. Fuck being a quality woman who's worth a fuck. Fuck all that. Go out here, fuck everybody, suck as much dick as you can. And if you need to, clout chase, as the kids say, get as much attention as you can, make as much money as you can, and fuck all that. There's no accountability, because society should say, okay, you're a whore, we're going to shun you, and fuck all that. But this bitch ultimately has a plan in the end, because she can say, or even when it's all said and done, when she's done sucking gas pumps, when she's done pulling out her titty, you're really looking at her Instagram, ain't you?
I'm looking at something else.
When she's done showing her titties to everybody who want to see, she can just be like, okay, well, fuck it then. I'm going to get one of these ball players, NBA, NFL, MLB, whatever, who been in my inbox or in my DMs. I'll just get one of them and let them dump a baby in me, and then that's her insurance plan for the next 18 years.
Yeah.
There's no accountability.
Somebody really got Blake Griffin, but whatever.
Perfect example.
Yeah, that's sad.
You've got so many of these chicks out here who just, they know dudes are jumping in their Instagram or jumping in their DMs, and they know that's their backup plan. When my looks run out, when I hit the wall, when dudes are tired of looking at me twerk and shake my ass every which way, I just I'll trap one of them with a baby.
In their defense, they got to strike while the iron is hot. But anywho, what else is on the list?
That's it.
That's it? That's the end of the list?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then.
It's in summation. It all coincides, man. There's nothing to really repeat. I mean, it's just, you're not allowed to call yourself a king if you know you're doing fuck shit. If you know you're out here in these streets wilding, if you know you're out here selling poison to your people, if you know you living off of a woman, if you know you are not taking care of your kids, if you know you just a bum ass deadbeat dude, you're not allowed to say I'm a king or boss of anything.
And if you don't know, ask.
Yeah.
Some people don't know what they doing is fuck shit.
In a nutshell.
They don't know. They have no clue. They have no idea.
Ladies, if you know you out here burning dudes, or you got multiple kids by multiple dudes, if you ain't took care of yourself, if you living off the government and taxpayers and arguing over food stamps, fighting in Burlington Coat Factory, if you running people over with cars, or you think it's normal to act a fucking fool in civilized society, you're not allowed to call yourself a queen. Like I said, this is going to be a short show because in summation, everything is just common sense, better judgment. If you think fuck shit is okay, basically like this.
It's basically what you see at the bottom left hand of the screen.
In a nutshell. I'll do you one better. If you agree with anything you see on World Star Hip Hop, if you say, I saw this, I thought it was okay, I would have done the same thing. If you say that at any point in time, not allowed to call yourself a king or queen. Simple as that. In my opinion. If you agree with anything you've seen on World Star Hip Hop, fuck you.
Okay. Well, that is that. We're not gonna stay on here too much longer now. Probably gonna check out of here. Who knows? Anybody in the chat room got anything to add to this or no?
No, they ain't got shit.
I don't think so. Probably not. Who knows? Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. So, all that being said, as you can see in the bottom right hand of your screen, those shirts are available for purchase. Just slide into those DMs, or I've recently, because trying to run multiple businesses, you know what I'm saying, you live and you learn, so gotta have to start hitting people with that shipping and handling cost, man. Because if you want to buy this shit and you don't live in this city, you're going to have to pay shipping and handling, pimp. And I don't know how much that's going to be. It depends on how far away you are. So
right.
That's awesome. Trying to set it up where people can just pay credit card, but for now, just slide into my DMs, man, or slide into jails DMs, bro. Or we have a whole Shake Up Guy Facebook page. You can message us there, all that good stuff to pick that up. We'll have more shirts coming, but we want to see how well this does and how much reach it gets. We're still on the quest for 10,000 subscribers.
And to everybody who's already bought a shirt, we really appreciate all of y'all.
Oh, yeah,
they've been
awesome.
going pretty quick, and we really appreciate you.
Tam, if you're watching this, yours should be. If it's not there already, it's on the way. So
To the brother Deuce, Pistol Pooh, everybody else who bought a shirt, we appreciate you.
Right on. For real, appreciate you. We didn't have a lot going on today. We just wanted to talk about that, and if there's anything else going on, or again, slide into our DMs, man. You could find me at you can find us at the Shake Up Guys on Twitter, also the Shake Up Guys on Facebook. I don't have an Instagram page for the Shake Up Guys, but I guess I should make one. I don't, I got a lot of stuff going on, people.
You're busy.
I'm super busy these days. There's no days off in my life. Not one day do I have off in my life.
Man.
Sometimes I have evenings off, like like a few hours in the evening where I can watch Netflix maybe.
See, I'm yawning now. Shit, I've been working nonstop. I'm exhausted. So
everybody.
That's why it's short. This show is short because I'm tired.
I think in life, what you'll find is, it doesn't matter how many times you fall down. You just have to keep picking yourself back up and move forward. And I'm not expecting to ever be called a king. I have no interest in being a king. That means if I'm a king, that means I got subjects. That means I got people I'm fine with never holding that moniker ever in life. All I'm asking for is for people to show me the same respect that I'm going to show them. And if you can do that, who gives a shit who's the king, is the queen, just as long as you're respected at the end of the day. If that's what you want to be at home, go for it. More power to you, But in everyone's everyday life, man, you should just want to be respected and appreciated for what you do. So, with that being said, we are going to wrap things up here, man. Jay, you got any last words, brother, or others aside from check out your channel, man, the world's greatest misogynist?
You summed it up. Check out the world's greatest misogynist. There's a lot of important red pill content for not only men but for women too, who want to know what you're doing wrong and how you can fix it. Sometimes the message isn't always this is what you did wrong. Sometimes the message is you can learn from what I'm saying just by listening. The message is in the message sometimes, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
So check it out. Tune in. The world's greatest misogynist, hosted by me, the rated R superstar JL. Thank you for being here. Everybody who's been here since the very beginning. New people, we appreciate all of you. Please pick up a shirt.
Hit that like button.
Like, share, subscribe, please. We're giving away a PS5 once we hit 10,000 subscribers. So we thank you all for being here.
All right. Till the next time, y'all. Peace out.